Hi, I'm Marky Mark.
And this is Richard.
And this is this week's music review.
Right, hello and welcome to this week's MWP music review, where we talk about the new music from New Music Friday. So coming up on this week's show, we have new songs from Kylie Minogue, Taylor Swift, and Jason Derulo. We talk about track of the week, this week's world review, and I also have a little bit of news. Right, so Rich, we start with Kylie's back with a new album called Disco, and but the track she's brought out so far is called Say Something. So say something about the track.
Say something. Well, it has exactly the same title as the Justin Timberlake song that was released maybe like 3 months ago.
Is it?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I could be wrong, but yeah. But yeah, I like it. It's catchy. It's it's a dance track. I like the guitar sound of it. It's got this envelope filter on it. It's really cool. And generally quite like it. I gave it a 3.5, which is unusual for Kylie Minogue. I generally like her stuff, and I've played her stuff over the years, and so. But yeah, I digged it, man.
Did you like her last album, the country one?
Do you know what, that one passed me? I didn't realize she did a country thing.
Yeah, she did a sort of a country feel album. Yeah, so that the when she released the first single from it, I was like, ooh, but
yeah,
after a while, actually, it kind of grew on me, and actually I quite liked it. So it was good. So, but this one, I mean, I love the intro. I love the beat, especially at the start.
Yeah.
I thought it was just missing a punchy chorus. I thought myself personally.
Yeah.
It's a nice song, and I've been a big Kylie fan since she came out with "I Should Be So Lucky," which is a long time ago now. So yeah, I give that one a 4.5. Okay, next one is Alio Black, and the track is called "My Way." Let's have a look. Have I got it right down? Yes. Okay. Yep, that's fine. I thought I was confusing myself there. Loved the piano in the track. Really like the voice. Like the arrangement, and I like the choir in the track. Really liked it. 4.5.
Yeah, I really wasn't far behind you. I really liked it. Yeah, soulful, great. Obviously, he's got a great voice. I've actually loved his stuff over the years that he's done. Yeah, liked the song. Thought it was quite funky. I gave it a 4.
Okay. Next track is The Shape Shifters featuring Billy Porter, and the track is called Finally Ready. What did you think of this one?
Yeah, generally liked it. I thought it was a feel-good tune. Generally upbeat. Thought it was cool. Good, cool vocals on it. It's kind of a house track, isn't it? I mean, they're kind of DJs, producers. I gave it a 3. Yeah.
Okay. Nice beat, nice rhythm, really funky, which I really liked. So yeah, it was a good upbeat track. So I give it a 4. Okay, next one is Taylor Swift, who announced a couple of days ago that basically she was bringing out an album the next day. No one knew about it. She went, surprise, I've got a new album out.
Okay.
So the track is called Cardigan. It's what you call it. It's a draw you in track, because when you listen to it, you think, oh, I think what's coming up next in this track. It's got I thought it had a little bit of a story going to it, which obviously gets you listening to the track. So actually, I listened to it all the way through, and I quite enjoyed it. So I give it a 4.
Oh right. Okay.
Okay. Here we go.
I didn't think it was that great. Yeah, I only gave it a 2.
Oh, yeah. Why is that?
I thought it was a bit slow. I thought it was a bit boring. I thought it was a bit that stuff's kind of nice and clean, and it's not gonna offend anyone. It's it's there to do a job. It's pop music. It's it fills that gap. But yeah, not much to it really. I find her vocals sometimes quite annoying, really. But I actually really liked her vocals on this. So that was
as much as Ellie Goulding's.
Yeah. I'm hoping Ellie Goulding will bring it back to me. Give me something I can hold on to. But yeah. So normally I'm not keen on her voice, but I did. One thing I took away from this is that I thought her vocals were really cool on it. But yeah, just a 2. So
just a 2. Okay. Next track is, where are we? Yes, Jason Derulo, and the track is called "Take You Dancing." Like the start of the track, like the chorus, very catchy. Like the beat, the sounds they use, because they use these little sounds in the track, which I picked up on and I really enjoyed. So 3.5 for me.
Yeah, this is another one. I really like Jason Derulo. I actually really like his songs like that. And in the past, he's brought out "Want to Want Me" is one of my favorite songs to play. But this didn't really do it for me. Yeah, I think this tune, I think it'll grow on me if I listen to it more. It'll probably grow on me. But yeah, funky upbeat. But I gave it a 2 again. So.
Oh dear. Okay.
Yeah.
Maroon 5 is the next one, and the track is called "Nobody's Love." What did you think?
Yeah. Nothing crazy on it. I like the beat. I like the bass. I actually like the production on it. But I just gave it a 2.5.
Okay. Nice long intro and build up. Mellow track. That was about it. So it was just a.
Yeah, it's pretty mellow, isn't it? Yeah, pretty chilled out.
Just a 3 for me. Okay, next one is, scoot down on my notes. Little Mix, and the track is called "Holiday." It's a foot tapper I've put down. It gets the foot all tapping and the head bouncing. Nice track. I'm sure it'll do really well. With in the charts. But it was just a 3 for me.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it would do well. Obviously, fans of Little Mix will like it. Again, I like Little Mix. I like their stuff. I've played a few of their songs over the years. But this one just seemed a bit timid, a bit tamed, really, compared to the other ones. Kind of written down lukewarm. But I don't know. I like the bass line. I like the bass line in this track. But yeah, it didn't have that punch. Their songs, in the past have had this punch. They kind of, just.
Is it the same?
Not shut but
is it the same? Sorry, is it the same writer? Is it the same writer that they've had before?
I'm not too sure.
Had a lady writer, didn't they?
Right. Okay. Yeah. I'm not too sure who writes their songs, but yeah, it's definitely a different approach. Obviously, it's a bit slower. It's a bit more chilled from whatever they're kind of what they've done in the past. But I like what they've done in the past. So this one was a bit of a change. So I gave it a 2.5, just straight down the middle.
Okay. Next one is the Stones, the Rolling Stones. So this track is called Scarlet. What did you think?
I haven't really got much to say on this. It's the Rolling Stones. If you're a fan of it, you would like it. To me, I listened to it and I just thought, there's nothing different. They haven't changed anything. So again, if you like the Rolling Stones, you'll like this track. I think it's classic Rolling Stones. You got everything in there. It sounds exactly the same. They haven't sort of moved forward. I know that's a bit, but yeah, not really much to say. I gave it a 2.5. I generally like the song, but really, I know for when I click on a Rolling Songs, their new stuff that they're bringing out now, I know exactly what I'm going to get the minute I click it.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
For me, not a fan of the start, and to me, it wasn't just nowhere near as good as the last single, which was Ghost Town. I really like Ghost Town. That was a great track, but this one I thought was quite poor. There's just nothing to it, so I gave it a 1.5, unfortunately.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Right. Next one is Jay Bevlin featuring Taney, featuring Dua Lipa, featuring Bad Bunny.
Spreading the royalties out.
Yeah, spreading the royalties. Track is called Undia, One Day. Like the intro, like the beat, gives you that summer vibe. I really enjoyed this track. Again, it's sort of that Brazil vibe, I thought, going on, but when we've heard the stuff recently in the World Review with the Brazil and Costa Rica and all that, they had that same beat, didn't they?
Yeah.
Well, this one, I was thinking, well, this is how they should do it. It had the beat, but not as pronounced, and it had a real good jiggy to it, as I would put it. It gets your booty going. So I gave it a 4.
Yeah. Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. I generally like the track. I thought it was quite laid back, tune, groovy. And I gave it a 2.5.
Okay. Next track is Emily Burns. I love you. You're the worst. Sorry, I'm not talking to you, Rich. What did you think?
I thought this was great. I thought it was a great tune. I liked the production. I thought the vocals were really cool. I thought the chorus was really unique and catchy. And I think the tune overall is really refreshing. We've in past podcasts we've listened to songs, and some songs I hear them and I think that is a 2020 song.
Yeah.
Really new. It's really refreshing. It's got that sound to it. It doesn't sound like it was from 2018. It doesn't sound too futuristic that we're just not getting it. It's dead on. And I gave it a 5. Yeah, and it's a really fun song as well, I think.
A 5?
Yeah, I gave it a 5.
Blimey. Okay. I gave it a nice start to the track. I wasn't so keen on the chorus though. wasn't a big fan of it.
Right.
But it was a 2.5. But
it was the chorus that got me.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, really. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
There you go. See, again, different taste. You see. Next track, Dimitra Vegas and Like Mike featuring. Oh no, it's not a featuring. Oh yes, it is featuring Regard as well. Okay,
right.
And the track's called "Say My Name." Reminds me of it. Oh, that was it. When I started listening to it, I thought this reminds me of another song, and I couldn't.
Yeah.
What was it?
So it's a remix. It's a straight up cover, like kind of remix from a Destiny's Child.
That's it. Yes.
Yeah.
Not as good as the original. But I like the synth stabbing sounds it had in it, and and I give it a 2.
I generally liked it. I thought it was groovy. I liked the bass line in it. I really like I fan of Destiny's Child and what they've done and the songs and all their live performances and stuff. And really, it's a great song from the start. So you can't really go wrong with it.
No,
doing a remix of this. So I really liked it. I gave it a 3.5.
3.5, blimey. You're doing well with the scores, aren't you, this week?
Yeah.
Right. That's
more to come.
Right. Next track is Breen, and the track is called Mr. Sunshine. What did you think?
Yeah, really like this tune. It's funky, it's jazzy, it's got this fusion vibe to it. It's the sound that I really like. It's the music I generally type of, that I listen to. I would say 90% of the stuff I actually listen to is instrumental music.
Is it?
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Well, as in, what genre are we talking about?
All the kind of the soul jazz sort of thing,
Okay.
funk, and things like that. Yeah, love the piano, love the samples, love the bass line, love the sax in it. It's got a bit of bounce. It's groovy, and this one for me deserved a 5.
Another 5.
Another 5, yeah.
Blimey, Moses is he's going here, isn't he?
It's on there, yeah.
I like
it's been a while.
Yeah, it has. Yeah. I know. I to be honest, I think this week's been the best week for a long time.
Yeah.
Like the start with the piano and I like the voiceover. It put a smile on my face when I listened to it. Good vibes, funky, jazzy. I thought it had the whole lot. Actually, this is one of your tracks, which I usually go backwards, but I actually quite like this one. It was a 4.
yeah. So it's pretty much on the same ballpark, isn't it? It's a good tune, man.
Yeah, it is. Last one then is Deja SB, and the track is called Fronting Like Pharrell. Catchy beat at the start, then the singing starts, and I go, no.
Not your cup of tea.
No. It was a 2.
Oh, man.
Here we go.
I really liked it. It's my sort of thing, innit?
Your cup of tea?
Yes, it's definitely my cup of tea. And it's a female rapper from Toronto. I think I read the bio from. And I really like the rapping. Loved the production on it. I thought it was chilled, laid back, had this sort of bedroom producer vibe to it, which I really liked. And I thought it was a really cool tune, and I gave it a 4.
Okay, great. Okay, that brings us to the end of this week's music review. As ever, we can't play the songs on the podcast due to copyright, but if you pop over to our Spotify and search for MWP playlist, songs we've talked about today will be on the playlist and from future podcasts too. Okay, so now we move on to the World Music Review. Right, welcome back to the World Music Review. I have no idea why I have trouble saying the World Music Review for. It's not even an hard thing to say.
Every week.
Every week, I know. Just horrendous. Right, World Music. See, I got stuck again. What's going on? World Music Review from Denmark. Oh, dear, my brain can't obviously function. Okay, so I'm going to pronounce this first name. Bloody hell, that's an hard one. Okay. The artist is called Ice Kid, and the track is called Uri Dum Ala Havad. I think so. That's my best guess. I put in my notes, no, 1.5.
I was basically the same, really. I kind of like the beat on it. I just put 2.
2.
Yeah.
Okay. Next one is Gilly, and the track is called, I quite like this name, Snick Snack. Like a chocolate bar or something, isn't it? Like the guitar in the background. That was about it. 2 for me.
Oh man, I really dig this tune.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's really good. I thought it's chilled, like groovy beat. I love the acoustic on it. At the beginning, there's kind of that Instagram guitar thing that you can hear. I like the chord progression on it, and I thought it was a really cool tune. I gave it a 3.
Okay. Next one is Lord Siva, and the track is called Sullive. What did you think?
Oh man, this was a tune. I loved it. Yeah, really good. 80s funky vibe.
Oh yes, it was. Yeah.
Loved the synths. Really fun. Just a fun tune. Like the rhythmic hits at the beginning. Upbeat, and I gave it a 4. Yeah, digged it, man.
Okay, yeah. As soon as I listened to it, I thought, "Hey, up! I'm back in the '80s."
Yeah.
I mean, it would fit in an '80s movie.
Definitely, sort of, kind of, Miami Vice sort of thing, maybe.
Oh, you're reaching. That's Jan Hammer territory. You're reaching there, son.
Maybe Grand Theft Auto, Miami Vice.
I tell you, massive Miami Vice fan I was in the 80s.
Right.
I watched all of them. I do have a complaint though, because I can't remember what TV channel it is on Sky, but they just keep showing series 1 and 2, 1 and 2, one. What's 3, 4, and 5? They keep repeating it.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I used to love that soundtrack. I gave it a 2.5. That track for me.
Right.
Last one then is.
Oh no,
I've missed one, haven't I?
Mr. Same artist as before.
Gilly again, isn't it?
Gilly again, yeah.
Yeah, well, LUV. Much better start than the last track. Better beat and feel. Nice track, 3.5.
Yeah, I thought it was a cool track. Yeah, nice. I like the guitar. Upbeat, nice tune. Gave it a 2.5. Didn't think it was as good as the other one, but yeah.
Oh yeah, well, I thought the other way around, me. So
yeah.
There you go. Okay, last one is Node featuring Larry 44, and the track is called Avatar. What did you think?
Let's have a look here. So yeah, it was deep. I like the chord progression, bassy, upbeat. It's got a slight bounce to it, and I generally quite liked it. Yeah, I gave it a 3.5.
I put not my cup of tea 2.
Did you actually write "not my cup of tea"?
I did, yeah. Should be my new famous phrase, shouldn't it? Not my cup of tea. So that brings us to the end of the World Music Review from Denmark. As I've heard, these tracks have also been added to the MWP Spotify playlist. So if you just pop over there, you can have a listen to see what you think. See if you like what me and Rich have said, thinking we're talking rubbish, or you're thinking actually, yeah, they are pretty spot on. Pop over to there. So before we go, we've got a few things to go through as usual. If you want to follow us on these, as Rich calls it, the socials.
All the socials.
Now we're obviously on the usual. We're on, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and also, Rich, if you want to shout out about the email address, please.
Yes. So if you want to get in contact with us, it'd be great to hear what other people think about these tunes. And if you just want to say hi and where you're listening from, we could be a little shout out. And you can do that by emailing us at Richard and Mark and Richard podcast at gmail.com.
Got it there in the end, didn't you?
Yeah.
Okay. And also, this week's track of the week for you, Rich. What's it going to be?
I don't know. This one's a tricky one because you've got a
lot.
Yeah. It is between what was the tune? Oh, what's it? Yes, it was. I think it's going to have to be Emily Burns. I think. I love you. Is it I love you? You're the worst.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, that's going to be mine, I think.
Okay. Mine this week, again, there was 3 at least that I really liked. But in the end, I think I'll go for Kylie. Because I've been a Kylie fan for a long time.
What score did you give that? Did you give that a 5 or 4?
4.5.
4.5.
4.5 I gave it, yeah.
Yeah.
It was a toss-up between that one and the second track. So
I have to say, sometimes if I do give it a 5, doesn't mean it's going to be the track of the week.
No.
But this week seems to worked out all right.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. Okay, so no Netflix news again, I'm afraid, this week for you, Rich. I'm afraid.
Oh, man.
Still no documentaries.
I look forward to it every week.
I know. Still some documentaries, but I've actually got some news for us to go over quickly, and then see what you think. So the first bit of news I've got is small venues in England get 2.2 million emergency government funding. Up to 150 small venues in England will share a 2.25 million emergency government funding intending to stop them from going to the wall after 4 months with no gigs. This is good news, isn't it, Rich?
Yes. Very much so.
Yeah, because, I mean, being musicians, me and Rich as well, I mean, we play from small venues to 50 people, 100 people, 200 people. And then we go to festivals where there's up to 10,000, 15,000.
Yeah.
It go from ever. So, and the small gigs are the small venues are the way that, all bands start. So, and without them,
bread and butter, really, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. Yeah. Yeah. Because when you first start, you may only play for like 50 quid, 30 quid. And if it's not for these venues, then like for example, George Ezra, he was in that famous pub in Bristol. And, he used to go and do those mic nights and showcases and all. And these are the kind of places. So if we didn't have these, God knows what we would do. So this is great news. So moving on to the next one. This might be, I don't know if it might be your cup of tea, Rich. Elton John's ex-wife demands £3 million over the film that he did recently. So Elton John's ex-wife, Renta Ballou, I think her name is, I pronounce it, is seeking an estimated $3 million in damages amid the claims the singer broke the terms of their divorce deal.
Okay. Well, for start, I've not actually seen the film.
You haven't?
My wife Emma has,
Right.
but I've not. And I was meaning to go and see it, but I never got round to it. And I'm sure it's going to be. Is it on Amazon Prime?
It might be now.
Yeah.
Because Sky got it. As always, Sky always gets it first, and then either Amazon or Netflix then get it. Yeah.
Because I'm a huge fan of Elton John. I love his stuff, love his music, and definitely, obviously, I know he's had a crazy life. So watching that and it'd be good to watch. But I didn't realise, I had no inkling that he was had been married. So that's news to me.
Yeah, watch the movie, and that will enlighten you.
So I'm guessing he's revealed something within the movie, or said something within the movie, within the script, that has violated their terms and conditions when it comes to their divorce agreement, whatever. Which, I mean, 3 million for Elton John. I mean, I'm sure they can just, chuck a 3 mil. See you later.
Sure. So the problem is, though, you find, don't you, a lot of rich people are not that rich. It's all what's down on what they call paper, isn't it? Because you can have these billionaires, and they're not actually billionaires because it's all in shares and paper, and they actually haven't actually got the money
and all that kind of stuff.
That's right. So I don't know what obviously Elton's actually got in his bank, but I'm sure he's obviously got more than you and me put together.
I think he's all right.
I think he's all right.
He's not struggling. Yeah.
So, he's not struggling, no. So I'm sure he'll be all right. Anyway, next one is, this would be good for you as you're a guitarist. Guitar sales rise as UK gets lockdown groove. So life under the lockdown has seen a surge in amateur musicians and podcasters. Says the UK's biggest online retailer of instruments and sound equipment as Gear for Music has announced that the UK sales rise by 80% for guitars.
Yeah, that's cool. I like Gear for Music for starters. I think they're a cool shop. They're cool.
They are.
They're mainly online. But actually, if you're ever in York, they're based in York, and they've actually got a really cool guitar shop there.
Oh, I didn't. I thought they were
really
just
huge.
online. That was it.
No, they've actually got somewhere you can actually go, but they obviously their majority of their sales are online. But yeah, it's great. People starting up guitar or any instrument really, just during lockdown, and hopefully people kind of stick with it really. And if you need guitar lessons, well,
Yes, that's right. Rich is doing his is it Zoom guitar lessons you're doing, isn't it?
at the moment, yeah, currently
Mm.
offering online lessons, but yeah, I think it's great, and people getting into guitar and things like that, and yeah, it's good.
Yeah, it's good. Okay, next one is this company. I'm always a bit dubious of them. Viagogo denies withholding refunds for gigs. So Viagogo has been criticised for refusing to give refunds to people who have bought tickets on its site to events that were hit by the coronavirus pandemic. Now, Viagogo, there's been a lot of, especially the superstars. There's been a lot of problems, haven't there, with that company getting, you buy a ticket off them, and the ticket is like 3 or 4 or 5 times as the price, isn't it? Of
Okay, so it's the first time I've heard of them. So they like Ticketmaster.
Oh, have you never heard of that Viagogo?
No.
Oh, do not buy a ticket from Viagogo, whatever you do. So say I don't know. Just for example, say you buy a ticket for Elton John, right? And then say it's £100, right?
Yeah.
So they'll resell it if someone wants it. I think for something like £500.
Okay. Oh, right.
Something like that.
Yeah.
They are terrible. So I've heard lots of stories about them. About how they sell their tickets, and obviously this seems to be another thing because apparently Witches got involved. Yeah, it's it. So if you're listening, do not buy tickets from Viagogo. They are not they cost
not the ones.
yeah,
so you're paying a lot more from the original price. So if someone has bought a ticket, they realise they can't go to the concert, then they sell the ticket to go to
Viagogo,
and then they sell it for a hell of a lot more.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and it's been a common thing. So I know there's a lot of artists now, aren't they, are saying that they've set up this thing, aren't they, where you buy, you go to their website and buy the tickets direct. Because there's a lot of ticket touts who are making this ton of money, and I think, and then other people, aren't they? They're selling their tickets, but they don't even want to go, and people are desperate to go, so they sell it for like triple the price. Well, it needs to stop, because it's not.
Yeah,
they've already paid for the ticket, so the artist is not making any more money, are they? Or
No, but the thing is, stuff like that's been around for years.
Oh yeah, it has. Yeah,
people buy tickets and then sell them for more. I mean, the whole eBay thing and things like that.
Well, ticket touters, aren't they called? I think that's.
The old school kind of standing by the door. Anyone want tickets?
They still do it in London, don't they? When I've
if you, I think, the Royal Albert Hall and things like that. I remember going to concerts there, and there's people, saying they kind of, buying and sell tickets and stuff like that. Which I don't know. I don't know where I stand on that really. What I don't stand on is, if a ticket costs £50 and they sell it to someone for £60, I can kind of understand it. But if a ticket costs £50 and then they're selling it for £200, I think that's just I don't know. That's not.
No, it's not right.
It's,
No, as I said, they're trying to. They're trying to stop it, but whether they will or not, I don't know, to be honest. So that's not too good. Anyway, on brighter news. Well, not brighter news, unfortunately, but 9 years ago is when Amy Winehouse passed away. 9 years.
Yes. Yeah.
Where the hell's that gone?
Yeah.
That's flown by.
Crazy, isn't it? Yeah.
So, I mean, to be honest, I'm never a fan of her music. Were you a fan of her music?
I was a fan of her very first record, actually.
What was that one? Remember?
Let me do. I need to go.
Is it the one where gotta get me down to go?
No, that was her second record.
What was it?
She only came out with 2 records. So
did she?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Frank. Her first album was Frank.
Oh.
And then she came out with Back to Black, and that was it. That was her only really. That was only
Was there
2
one called
records.
Rehab or something? No.
That was the name of the song, and that was on the album
Sorry,
Back
okay.
to Black.
Okay.
So I really liked her first stuff, and I over the years I've liked her other stuff. It was mainly through playing it, and just kind of really learning about her history and stuff, and that I grew to kind of really love her music. But it was the Frank album that got me into her, because I watched a DVD, and it was the 50-year anniversary of the Stratocaster concert.
Right.
And she was on that. This was before she had the big hair, all the tattoos. This is
Really?
when she was basically, from a grassroots, was a jazz singer.
Oh, she didn't have all the tattoos and that before then, did she not?
Yeah, no, she didn't have any of that.
Oh, I didn't know.
And
Okay.
it was kind of, and it was really good. I loved it, and I loved her voice, and she's got some great songs on that album. So, yeah, it's it's a shame that she had to join that, that 27 club.
Yeah, so yeah, it was. But I can't believe it's been 9 years already. Time flies by.
Yeah. It's gone. Yeah.
And quick. Okay. Then obviously the next music which I discussed earlier in the podcast was Taylor Swift announces a brand new album. So I've done that one already. So that brings us basically up to the latest news. So nothing more further to add on that. I think that's about covered everything. We've done track of the week. Yeah, we've done that. We've done the email. So I think we're all up to date now. So thank you for listening to the podcast. As ever, we will be back next week with more music review and world music review as well. Me and Rich are getting slightly excited because we're back on the road again soon.
Yeah. 3 weeks or something like that.
Is it 3 weeks? Is it the first one?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
3
I
weeks.
think. Yeah.
3 weeks, and then we've got one the week after, haven't we? Straight away.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. So which is good. So we're really looking forward to that. So that'll be nice to get back on the road again. So see what it's like. But so thank you very much for listening. And so it's goodbye for me.
It's goodbye for me.